When a show runs for nearly 2 decades, it becomes more than just entertainment. It becomes family. And now, Heartland fans, the moment we've been waiting for is finally here. Season 19 isn't just another chapter, it's a turning point. With emotions running high, whispers of major character exits, and a powerful return to the core of what makes Heartland unforgettable, the trailer has dropped and it changes everything. Buckle up, because Heartland Season 19 is about to take us on its most gripping ride yet. Season 19 of Heartland picks up where the last season left off, with unresolved emotions, evolving relationships, and a landscape forever altered by past tragedies. Amy Fleming, the heart of the series, continues to carry the weight of her late husband Ty's memory while finding the strength to keep moving forward. But this season, the emotional layers run even deeper. The newly released trailer hints at a fresh wave of challenges for Amy, and it's clear, her journey is far from over. After Ty's heartbreaking death back in season 14, fans watched Amy transition from grief to strength as a single mother raising Lindy. But even now, Ty's absence casts a long shadow over every decision she makes. This season, that grief transforms. It becomes a quiet strength, an inner resolve that shapes how Amy connects with the people around her and how she continues her healing process. The trailer reveals glimpses of Amy revisiting old memories, standing in familiar places that once brought her peace with Ty. Her silence in these moments says more than words ever could, but Amy isn't the only one facing change. Lou, now a seasoned mayor and mother, is at a personal crossroads. She's learning that balancing public responsibilities with personal ones doesn't get easier. It only gets more complex. The trailer subtly showcases the tension between Lou's duties and her desire to be present for her family. There's a moment where she looks out over the Heartland Ranch with a distant, almost haunted expression, hinting at choices she may regret or decisions she's not ready to make. Then comes the speculation that has fans buzzing. Tim Fleming, Amy's father, may be stepping away from the series. The trailer offers no direct confirmation, but a few short clips suggest that something major is unfolding behind the scenes. A heartfelt conversation with Amy, a final glance over the fields he once worked, and then silence. No scenes of him beyond that. Could this be his farewell? It's not confirmed, but the emotional undertone is impossible to miss. And just as we're starting to piece together what these changes mean, the trailer throws us another curveball: 2 new faces. One of them, a man with a kind but mysterious aura, is seen working with Amy around the horses. They don't speak, but their body language tells a story. Cautious trust, quiet curiosity, and maybe the hint of something deeper. Fans are already asking, could this be Amy's new love interest? If so, the show is treading carefully, building this connection with the slow, respectful pacing that Heartland is known for. But it doesn't stop there. The other new face, an older man, rugged and thoughtful, is seen watching over Lindy as she plays near the barn. Is he connected to the mysterious newcomer? A father, perhaps? A mentor? Heartland has a way of introducing new characters who seem simple at first, but end up shaking the very foundations of the ranch. This season isn't just about change. It's about how we face it. It's about how family adapts, grows, and holds on when the ground beneath them keeps shifting. Season 19 doesn't just bring back the comforting rhythms of ranch life. It dares to ask hard questions. How do you move forward without forgetting the past? How do you open your heart to new beginnings when you're still haunted by what was lost? And as the trailer fades to black with Amy's voice saying just one word, ready, fans are left holding their breath. Ready for what? A new love? A final goodbye? Or something else entirely? Season 19 is shaping up to be the most emotionally charged season yet, and if the trailer is any indication, this isn't just a continuation, it's a reckoning. If there's one character whose presence has stirred as much love as it has controversy, it's Tim Fleming, Amy's father and the ever-complicated man of second chances. But in Season 19, things might never be the same. The trailer doesn't say much with words, but the visuals speak volumes. Viewers caught a brief scene of Tim alone, standing at the edge of Heartland's property, looking out into the distance with a heavy gaze. It's enough to spark questions and stir the rumors that have been circling for months. Is Tim leaving Heartland? Behind the scenes, whispers have grown louder. Actor Chris Potter, who's portrayed Tim since season 2, has reportedly faced challenges due to the filming location being far from home. While no official statement has confirmed his exit, the trailer seems to be preparing fans for something big. His limited screen time, the somber tone of his appearances, and the absence of key family moments involving him all point to one possibility. Season 19 might mark Tim's farewell. For longtime fans, the idea of losing Tim is heartbreaking. He's flawed, stubborn, and often misguided, but he's also a father who has tried desperately to make up for his mistakes. Through the years, viewers have watched his evolution from a distant parent to a more dependable, if imperfect, figure in Amy and Lou's lives. His complicated journey of redemption has made him relatable and human. If season 19 does explore his departure, it won't be a simple exit. It will be emotional, raw, and likely tied to deep family themes. But Heartland has never been about endings without purpose. If Tim's chapter is closing, the writers seem ready to open another. The trailer hints at a mysterious new character, an older man, appearing only briefly near the end, whose presence feels deliberate. Fans are already speculating that this man could be connected to Amy's rumored new love interest. Could he be a new mentor, a father figure, or even someone who challenges what the Heartland family stands for? This brings us to the next layer of suspense, Amy's heart. For years, her story has been shaped by Ty, a love so profound that his death felt like the end of an era. But in season 19, there are glimpses of something new, a quiet connection, a moment of shared laughter, a hand gently touching hers. The trailer never shows his face fully, but the message is clear. Amy's heart is opening again. The showrunners know how delicate this storyline is. Fans have deep emotional ties to Ty, and any attempt to move on must honor that legacy. From what we've seen, season 19 doesn't try to replace Ty. Instead, it explores the idea that healing doesn't mean forgetting, that love, in its many forms, can return, slowly, unexpectedly, and in its own time. This potential relationship introduces a whole new dynamic, not just for Amy, but for her daughter Lindy. How does a child process the idea of a new person entering their mother's life, and how will the rest of the family respond? The emotional weight of these questions, paired with the trailer's haunting music and lingering shots of Amy in solitude, sets the tone for a season that will challenge, surprise, and likely move its audience to tears. Season 19 isn't just about what's next, it's about honoring what came before, while bravely stepping into the unknown. And for fans who've stayed loyal through heartbreak and triumph, it promises to be a deeply personal ride. For the first time since Ty's death, season 19 dares to explore a question many fans have tiptoed around. Can Amy ever love again? The trailer doesn't give us direct answers, but it offers subtle, emotional clues that suggest something is shifting in Amy's world. A new man appears, a face we haven't seen before, sharing quiet moments with Amy near the horses, exchanging looks that hold more weight than casual conversation. It's not loud, it's not rushed, but it's enough to make fans wonder, is Amy ready to open her heart? This potential new relationship has already become the center of speculation, and for good reason. Amy's love story with Ty was epic, built over seasons of growth, heartbreak, healing, and triumph. Trying to step into that space is no small task, either for a character or the audience watching. But Heartland has always been about realism. Grief doesn't erase love, it reshapes it. And love after loss isn't betrayal. It's a continuation of life, of healing, of honoring what once was, while daring to imagine what could be. What's more intriguing is that the man possibly entering Amy's life might not be a stranger. There's talk among fans that he could be connected to someone we've yet to fully meet. His father, an older gentleman shown in the trailer, standing near Jack's barn. Could this be the setup for a new family dynamic at Heartland? If so, it's not just about romance. It's about rebuilding the sense of connection, trust, and emotional safety that Ty once brought to Amy's life. But Amy isn't the only one navigating fragile emotions. Lindy, now growing up fast, is beginning to ask questions about her father, about love, and about what family really means. The trailer offers a tender scene where she holds a photo of Ty, looking up at Amy with wide, searching eyes. It's moments like this that remind us, every decision Amy makes now echoes into the next generation. As the trailer draws to a close, it leaves fans not with answers, but with feelings. A deep sense that change is coming and the Heartland we know is evolving. Yet, at its core, the show remains committed to its central message: family, love, healing, and the unbreakable bond between people and the land they call home. Season 19 doesn't just continue the story, it expands it, laying the groundwork for the next generation while paying homage to everything that's come before. One of the most powerful threads running through this season is legacy. Jack Bartlett, the true patriarch of Heartland, continues to anchor the family through quiet wisdom and unshakable loyalty. But even Jack, who has stood strong through decades of hardship, appears to be reflecting on his own journey more than ever. The trailer shows moments of Jack alone, reading old letters, looking through weathered photo albums, and having heartfelt talks with Lisa. These scenes speak volumes. Jack is not just holding on to the past, he's preparing the next generation to carry it forward. His relationship with Amy is more vital than ever. With Tim's potential exit and Lou often tied up with her mayoral duties, Jack becomes the emotional glue for Amy and Lindy. It's through his quiet mentorship that Amy begins to understand not only her future, but the strength she's inherited from her family. There's a particularly emotional sequence in the trailer. Amy handing Lindy a worn cowboy hat, once ties, while Jack looks on. No words are spoken, but the message is clear. Some legacies are carried not through speeches, but through moments of love and memory. Meanwhile, Lou is facing battles of her own. Juggling her role as mayor of Hudson with the emotional needs of her daughters, she's stretched thinner than ever. The trailer teases a conflict that threatens her political career, possibly a scandal or a tough decision that puts her morals to the test. But this isn't just about politics. It's about how far Lou is willing to go to protect what matters most. In one poignant scene, she stands alone in the town hall, staring at a framed photo of her mother. It's a reminder that even the strongest need something to hold on to. And then there's Georgie. Though absent for much of season 18, rumors have swirled about her possible return. The trailer cleverly keeps her presence ambiguous, showing only a shot of a young woman riding at a distance, framed against the horizon. But Heartland fans know that silhouette. If Georgie returns, she brings with her unresolved questions, Olympic dreams, and a chance to reconnect with a family she left behind. Her return could be a turning point for Lou, Amy, and even Lindy, as a new generation begins to understand the power of roots. Beyond the characters, the land itself is once again a living, breathing presence. Alberta's sweeping landscapes remain central to the story. Sunsets over the barn, galloping horses, the creak of wooden fences in the wind. These visuals aren't just background, they are a reminder of the enduring spirit of Heartland, where healing happens not only in words, but in work, in silence, and in connection with the land. Season 19 also seems to be planting seeds for the future. Could Lindy become the next great horse whisperer? Will Amy open her heart to a new kind of love while honoring the past? Can Lou find a balance between service and self-care? Will Jack finally allow himself to rest, knowing the legacy is in safe hands? These aren't just questions, they are the emotional compass of what's to come. And then, just when the trailer seems ready to fade to black, a final moment leaves us breathless. A knock at the Heartland front door. Amy opens it. Her eyes widen. The screen cuts to black. No words, no face, just the unmistakable feeling that nothing will ever be the same. Whatever lies ahead in Heartland Season 19, one thing is certain: it will make us feel. It will stir old memories and create new ones. It will challenge the characters to grow, to grieve, to love, and to lead. And through it all, it will remind us why we fell in love with Heartland in the first place. Because some stories don't just entertain us, they become part of who we are. And this story, it's far from over. As we look ahead to Heartland Season 19, one thing is certain: it won't just be another season, it will be a turning point, a moment of deep reflection and quiet transformation. This is not about forgetting the past, it's about honoring it, evolving from it, and learning to carry it forward with grace. Every character is stepping into new shoes, and with each step, they bring with them the weight of memories, the burden of decisions, and the hope of a future still being written. Amy's journey is far from over. In fact, it feels like she's about to write a brand new chapter, not just as a mother or a horse whisperer, but as a woman learning how to love again without guilt, to lead her family with strength, and to find peace in the changes that once felt impossible to face. Lindy's growth symbolizes more than time passing. It's a sign that Heartland is moving into a future filled with possibility, where the old ways and new paths can meet in harmony. Lou continues to fight her battles in the political world, while still trying to be the sister, daughter, and mother she wants to be. Georgie's name lingers in conversations. Will she return, or has she forged her own path for good? Questions like these are what keep Heartland alive in the hearts of its fans. Not just the answers, but the possibilities. The what-ifs that make each season feel like an emotional reunion. And then there's Jack, a quiet force who never demands attention, but always commands it. His wisdom, his quiet strength, and his love for the ranch and his family, these are the soul of Heartland. As we see glimpses of him passing the torch, you can't help but feel the weight of everything he's built. It's humbling, and it's beautiful. So, what can we expect from Heartland Season 19? Expect tears. Expect hope. Expect change. But most importantly, expect to feel. Because that's what Heartland does best. It makes you feel like you're home. And while we wait for that official release date, the trailer has already done its job. It has reminded us why we keep coming back, season after season, year after year. For the love, for the pain, for the journey. Because in Heartland, every goodbye holds the promise of a new beginning. Stay tuned. Season 19 is on its way, and it just might be the most heartfelt one yet. Expect tears. Expect hope. Expect change. But above all, expect the heart. The same heart that's carried this show through nearly 2 decades. The same heart that brought you Amy and Ty's unforgettable love story. The same heart that saw a broken family come together, stronger than ever. And now, that heart beats on through new bonds, new journeys, and a new generation ready to rise. The official trailer has done what Heartland does best. It's made us feel. It's stirred old emotions and awakened new questions. It's reminded us why we fell in love with this world in the first place. Not because it's perfect, but because it's real. Because it speaks to something deep in all of us. Our longing for connection, for healing, for meaning. So, as the release date draws near, one thing becomes clear. Heartland isn't just returning to our screens. It's returning to our lives, our hearts, and our homes. And when that first episode airs, fans across the world will be tuning in. Not just for the story, but for the comfort of familiarity, the thrill of new beginnings, and the quiet strength that only Heartland can bring. This is more than a show. It's a legacy. And Season 19 is ready to carry it forward. So get ready. Heartland is coming back. And it might just be the most emotional season yet.